My journey begins at Keflavik International Airport, where I plan to rent a car and explore the entire island on my own. They meet you just outside the airport, and here I am, on my way to pick up my wheels.
So if you want, you can make just extra pictures for extra security, double check when you come back. For the rest, should be okay.
That's the kind of a country where you want to upgrade your insurance, as the weather is unpredictable, and if anything gets damaged, you could end up in a big trouble with the bills. I spent 12 days traveling solo around Iceland in September, driving a small car and packing in as many sites as I could each day. Let me take you through my top 10. Möðrudalur is a magical place that feels like stepping into another world. It's the highest inhabited farm in Iceland, surrounded by vast wilderness with the traditional turf-style houses. A French man living in the east of Iceland for over 20 years recommended this place to me. At around 75, he runs an Airbnb and lives such an active, adventurous life. His energy is inspiring. So here I am, taking his advice. The restaurant is serving food straight from the farm: lamb, Arctic char, smoked meats, and even geese caught by the locals. It's cozy, warm, and feels like a hook after a long day of traveling, believe me. If you are traveling between late September and early April, it is an amazing place to experience the northern lights. There is also something special about the animals here. A little deer roams the area, wandering around as if it owns the place, alongside sheep and cutest rabbits. You can actually approach them. There is a little church built by the farmer to honor his wife. It's a place I'll remember forever. Hengifoss waterfall is the third highest waterfall in Iceland, standing at 128 meters. It's surrounded by beautiful layers of red clay and black basalt, giving it a truly unique look. The hike to Hengifoss is about 2.5 kilometers uphill and another 2.5 kilometers to go back down, making it a bit of a climb. However, you don't have to return it the same way. You can complete it in a loop. When you get back down, there is a little kiosk where you can treat yourself to a coffee or an ice cream as a reward. Krauma Spa. It is a calm and relaxing place where you can soak in warm geothermal water and enjoy the beautiful Icelandic views. It has 5 hot tubs, 2 steam baths, and a relaxing room where you can unwind with soothing music by a fireplace. The hot water comes straight from one of the hot springs and is cooled down by mixing it with frozen water from a glacier to get the perfect temperature. They also have a cold plunge, which is a bonus for those who enjoy it. The steam baths use natural steam from the hot spring. The scent of the complimentary shampoo and soap stayed with me forever. If this place is on the route you are planning to travel, don't miss it. I'll include the link to the location in my description. Stuðlagil Canyon is a beautiful place in East Iceland known for its amazing basalt, columns, and bright blue water. When I visited, the water wasn't blue, it was actually brown. This happens sometimes when there is a heavy rain or melting snow, which stirs up particles in the river. Even without the turquoise color, the canyon was still stunning and worth the visit. The columns were created by old volcanic activity and they look really unique. The canyon was hidden for years until a river nearby was lowered for a power project, which made it visible. Now it's a popular spot for people who love nature. Down in the South Iceland, you'll find some of the country's most stunning views. If the weather is on your side, you can drive all the way to the top of Dyrhólaey, where a charming white lighthouse with red roofs stands proudly. From there, the views are unreal. There is a massive rock arch stretching out into the ocean. You can also see endless black sand beaches, the open ocean, and on a clear day, even a glacier off in the distance. In the summer, puffins take over the cliffs, making it one of the best places to spot these adorable birds. A glacier hike is an exciting way to explore the icy landscapes. Guided tour runs several times a day, and it's best to book in advance. When I visited in September, they still had availability in the afternoon even though I hadn't booked ahead. However, I decided to skip the tour, enjoy the glacier for free, and take the view from above. What a wonderful choice that turned out to be. Luckily, there is an information center where the staff can recommend hikes based on your preferences.
How many?
About 30 minutes.
30 minutes, okay.
Or you could go to the waterfall over here. That's about 45 minutes each way. Would you like to go further than that, or is that about good?
Sorry, you said 40 minutes just to see the glacier here?
Yeah, to get to the edge of the glacier, not going on it, just to get a good view of it. It's about 30 minutes. Yeah.
So it's 30 minutes one way.
That's correct.
And it's just an hour.
And then 45 minutes to get to the waterfall. That one.
Yeah. What would you recommend? If I do want to see the waterfall and the glacier. So
I would recommend doing this one if you have the time. It just takes,
3 hours.
3 hours, yeah.
Okay.
I choose a loop trail, enjoyed the stunning waterfall, and eventually reached the glacier. I was so glad I packed a lunchbox and water because I really needed it after the hike. So you've got options. If a guided glacier hike is your thing, go for it. If not, enjoy a free hike, soak in the amazing scenery, and save some cash. The fjords. By the time I arrived there, was just over an hour of daylight left before it would start to get dark. It didn't let that bother me though. I grabbed the camera and headed out. The beauty of this place truly speaks for itself. I couldn't miss the chance to capture it. Goðafoss waterfall, also known as the waterfall of the gods, is one of the island's most stunning and iconic waterfalls. Located in the North Iceland, it's just a short walk from the car park and doesn't require any climbing. Geothermal wonders. This is the place that makes heading to the north of Iceland absolutely worth it. It's unreal, like stepping onto another planet. Hverir is one of the easiest geothermal spots to visit in Iceland. There is a mountain here that is bright orange and yellow, and the area around it is full of bubbling mud pools, hissing steam vents, and steaming fumaroles. Hverir is often called Hell's Kitchen because of the hot, steaming ground and the strong sulfur smell in the air. The smell comes from gases like hydrogen sulfide. Be careful and try to stay upwind. The smell can be strong and might give you a headache if you breathe too much of it. A short drive from Hverir and Krafla, a large volcano sitting between two tectonic plates. Its caldera is huge, about 10 kilometers wide, and it has a beautiful royal blue lake. You can walk around the rim of crater, but be cautious, especially on the windy days. The Krafla geothermal power station has been making electricity since 1977 by using steam from underground hotspots. It's clean, renewable energy that powers Iceland. Even when eruptions happened just 2 kilometers away in the 1970s, it kept running. Pretty impressive for being so close to a volcano. Dyrhólaey feels like another planet. It's a volcanic area just a short drive from Krafla, with black lava fields, steaming vents, and bubbling mud pools from eruptions in the 1970s and 80s. You can hike through the trails, feel the warm ground, and take amazing photos of the colorful steaming landscape. Guys, you can visit these places in just a few hours for a quick trip, but I spent half a day there as I opted to go on a lava hike. Overall, it's such a unique place to visit. By the way, I didn't see any places nearby to eat or grab a coffee. I actually ran out of water and had to ask someone for some, as there weren't any places to buy it, so keep that in mind. Golden Circle. Yes, it's very popular with tourists, but for a good reason. It's about 185 miles and forms a loop starting and ending in Reykjavik and packed with amazing stops. You'll visit National Park where you can walk between tectonic plates and the geyser shoots water high into the air. Don't miss Gullfoss waterfall and Hverir crater, a colorful volcanic lake. Enjoy the freshest tomato dishes like tomato soup served with warm, freshly baked bread. They actually use geothermal hot water to grow the tomatoes, making it a unique and sustainable experience. It's such a nice and cozy way to spend your time. It's an easy loop to drive in a day, but you want to be organized and make the most of it. Next week I'll share a video about the Golden Circle. I'll show the must-see spots, how to plan your time, the best places to eat, where to relax in thermal baths, and tips on staying nearby for under $100. If you like my content, share it with anyone who might want to visit, and don't forget to subscribe for more travel tips. A quick note to the Icelandic people, please forgive my pronunciation, I swear I was doing my best. Feel free to laugh, but hey, at least I gave it a shot.